Hey folks, and welcome to CarStarz' 10 Cool Facts About Argyle's '86 Lincoln Town Car Limousine in the 1988 film Die Hard. And also, Merry Christmas everyone. Fact number 1. There were two 1986 Lincoln Town Car-based limousines used in the film, one as a hero car and one as a stunt car, and were sourced through an actual limousine provider. The production credits list the Clarmar Limo Company as the outfit that provided limousines for the movie. The cars portraying Argyle's limo started as working fleet vehicles, already decked out for the job and packed with the finest luxury tech of the era, so production didn't have to have them built up for the shoot, saving lots of both time and money. Using a legit limo company also meant the production could keep the same type of vehicle available across multiple shooting days. A fleet vendor can hold a car, swap it if needed, and keep it present when the schedule changes. For a movie, that kind of supply chain matters because the car has to be there when the camera is ready, not when it is convenient. Mid-'80s Lincoln Town Car stretches were common in LA at the time, airports, hotels, corporate pickups, so the production didn't really have to hunt too hard. They could simply pull a believable in-service luxury limo from a professional operator, and it would look authentic the second it rolled up to the curb. Fact number 2. Under that long town car hood, the engine was Ford's 302 V8 with electronic fuel injection. In factory trim, it was rated around 150 horsepower and about 270 pound-feet of torque. That may not sound like enough for the job of moving the massive limo around, but it is the low-end pull that a heavy stretch needs. With passengers, glass, and extra body length, torque matters more than bragging rights. Behind the power plant was Ford's AOD 4-speed automatic transmission with overdrive. And of course, the whole point of overdrive is relaxed cruising, lower RPM, improved mileage, less noise, less heat, and less strain in general when the car is rolling steadily. In a limo, that smooth, settled feel is the product. You want gentle shifts, predictable response, and a drivetrain that does not feel busy or stressed just because the car is long and loaded. Put those together, and you get why the town car platform works so well as a stretch. Decent push to get off the line, up garage ramps, and through stop-and-go traffic, while the AOD keeps it calm once speed builds. It is quiet strength, not fast, just confidently capable. Fact number 3. The first-generation Lincoln Town Car arrived for the 1981 model year and instantly felt like Lincoln's flagship without needing to shout. It rode on the popular Panther platform with that long hood, formal roofline, and big squared-off presence that looked perfectly at home in hotel driveways and quiet neighborhoods. The vibe was calm and deliberate, soft suspension, light steering, and a cabin tuned for comfortable conversation. Inside, the town car leaned hard into comfort and convenience. The seats were broad and cushy, the dash was designed to be easy to read at a glance, and the whole layout prioritized relaxed, unhurried driving. Depending on trim and year, you could get high-end touches like premium audio, rich upholstery choices, and even a digital instrument cluster. It was luxury aimed at everyday use, not just flash. A big part of the town car's reputation came from how it was engineered to feel solid and serviceable. The platform was shared across Ford's big rear-drive sedans, which helped parts availability and long-term upkeep in the real world. You also got a huge trunk, wide rear seating, and a ride that soaked up rough pavement in a way smaller cars simply couldn't. Fact number 4. As for modifications outside the limo extension, it's dressed like a rolling late 80s tech lounge, not just a luxury sedan stretched longer. Just as described within the film, the limo did feature a CB radio with the antenna on the deck lid, a car phone, a TV with VHS, a CD player, and a full bar. That mix of electronics and party cabin touches is part of the limo's whole personality. It sells the idea that this ride is truly fully loaded. The exterior gets only a small movie-related dressing as the limo wears a California prop plate that reads 1E49963 on screen. That is not a random detail. It's part of how productions keep vehicles consistent across multiple shoot days and angles. When the limo turns or pulls through the garage, that same plate number is what locks the car's identity in the viewer's mind. For filming, the limo was also rigged up to mount camera gear. Some driving and interior coverage was shot with the cameras mounted in and on the limo, and when the crew worked from inside the vehicle, considering the black interior, the extra dark limo window tint of the windows, and being mostly shot in the dark, keeping proper lighting inside was a challenge, but they managed it quite well for the most part. Fact number 5. Although the specific coach builder company that actually built the limos featured in the film is unavailable, I can tell you why the 81 to 89 town car checked the big boxes that conversion shops cared about at the time. It was body-on-frame design. That made it far easier to cut and extend without the whole car becoming flimsy afterward, and it gave builders a strong, straight foundation to stretch into a longer passenger cabin. Add the town car's already formal proportions, long hood, upright roofline, and clean sides, and it visually sold luxury even before the first mile. It also started life with the right comfort DNA for a chauffeur car from the get-go. The town car was factory optimized for a soft ride, quiet cruising, and easy in and out access, exactly the traits you want when the job is carrying people smoothly, not carving corners. The cabin design leaned towards space and calm, and the suspension and steering feel were made to glide through city streets and freeway runs without making passengers feel every bump or lane change. Then there was the practical side that made it common, not just good. Town cars were everywhere in livery service, dealerships understood them, parts were easy to source, and mechanics knew the platform. That mattered because a conversion was still expected to be a working vehicle, day after day, not a fragile showpiece. Builders and operators picked what they could keep on the road, and the town car fit that reality perfectly in its era. Fact number 6. Although certainly not a modern title, Argyle's Lincoln Limo did actually make it into one of the several official Die Hard video games, which was in the 2002 game entitled Die Hard Nakatomi Plaza. There's a full dedicated parking garage chapter called Argyle's Run, where you have to escort the limo through the parking garage full of bad guys. It's one of the game's most memorable nods to the movie because the car is treated like a real asset you have to actively protect from damage throughout. Funnily enough, despite that this is now a 24-year-old game, with the blurry, blocky graphics and the clunky gameplay of that gaming era, this title is a fan favorite as it is regarded as one of the most accurate to the actual movie-storied Die Hard games ever released, and people still play it today, which is hard to believe considering the massively diverse and numerous video game options people have these days. What makes it particularly fun for fans of Argyle's Limo is that the game gives the limo its own dedicated action scene rhythm, movement, danger, progressive damage, and payoff. Instead of just having a short glimpse or a quick ride, you get to see it a lot, as the mission wants you to feel like you're protecting the same limo from the film. Fact number 7. Fox marked the film's 30th anniversary in July 2018 by turning Fox Plaza, which was the actual building used to portray Nakatomi Plaza in the film, into a full-themed experience, capped by an outdoor screening of Die Hard with the tower looming behind the crowd. It was a big fan event spanning across multiple parts of the building, not just a movie showing, with set dressing touches that made the building feel like Nakatomi again for the night, which is pretty darn cool in itself. But for our main interests in the event, replica vehicles from the film were a big part of it as well. They staged photo ops with a look-alike LAPD patrol car, and of course a nicely detailed replica first-gen Lincoln Town Car stretch limo, complete with a big stuffed teddy bear, was presented as Argyle's Limo, letting fans get those classic driveway-style photos without needing any of the originals, which unfortunately the fate of the original limos are unknown as of today, so replicas like these are the best we can do. Fact number 8. Yes, I know what some of you are thinking right now. Didn't I hear a number of years ago that the Die Hard limo was auctioned off? Well, no, that wasn't actually one of the screen-used limos at all, but it did have a loose connection to the film somewhat. That limo commonly gets mixed up by some folks who think it's one of the limos that was featured in the film, but it certainly wasn't. The very minor connection to the film this car has is that it was instead Bruce Willis's personal 1988 model Lincoln Town Car limo that he had at the time and used for transport to and from various sets while he was working on multiple local projects at once, including Die Hard. That 88 limo was auctioned off at Barrett-Jackson, Las Vegas in 2009 and sold for only $27,500. Hardly a big movie car sale price, of course, because it wasn't one. Fact number 9. The last production portraying the return of Argyle's Limo was the October 2020 Die Hard battery short film called Die Hard is Back. It was made as a 2-minute action mini-sequel to sell Die Hard car batteries through Advance Auto Parts, and it brings a replica, a first-generation Lincoln Town Car limo, as a recognizable icon, a familiar black stretch gliding into aid in yet another John McClane dilemma. In this short, the limo is treated like an active story vehicle, not just a callback parked at the curb. Argyle pulls up, hitting McClane with the car accidentally as they recognize each other through the windshield, and then the limo immediately gets chased into danger. There's even a running gag where Argyle complains about the damage the car keeps taking, as if this limo has been paying the price for being in McClane's orbit for decades. The limo doesn't just show up for nostalgia either. It gets used briefly as a heavy action car. It gets pursued by a baddie in a Hummer, then gets rammed and wrecked badly enough that it's effectively totaled in the plot, which was just a cheap CGI collision, of course, but it's an interesting and quite unexpected return of both Argyle's limo, and also features the original actors nonetheless. Fact number 10. Taking a look into what the scale model world has to offer for a replica of Argyle's limo, interestingly, despite Die Hard being a very popular franchise, there hasn't been any official scale models of the limo released, and the market is quite limited when it comes to scale model limousines in general, really, but there is a single quite nice option, although a bit on the pricey side. I wasn't able to find any decent die-cast or plastic model kits of a first-generation Lincoln Town Car limousine, but I was able to find one brand that makes some nicely detailed 1/43rd scale pre-built resin 1985 Lincoln Town Car limousines from a brand called Neo. These are no longer on the current retail market, but you can find them in various conditions on eBay, ranging from around $150 to $350. Well, there you have it, folks. Thanks for watching, and make sure to hit that subscribe button if you like what you saw here. You guys are all great. See you next time.